Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture is titled NGC 6188, Dragons of Ara. So, what do we see here? Well, here we see dragons in the sky, and can you make out dragons within the patterns of gas and dust here? Well, perhaps, depending on your imagination and the way that our minds work in trying to put some kind of pattern to random patterns of gas and dust. And that's exactly what these are. These are just random patterns of gas and dust in a star forming region that is thousands of light years away. So this is near the edge of a molecular cloud where stars are forming. So the stars that start to form are the very most massive stars, and those are ones that formed only a few million years ago. But they are the most energetic and provide the strongest stellar winds, and that shapes the entire region. So those very massive stars are doing that. Their strong stellar winds shape the material here, pushing material away and in essence clearing out various regions of this molecular cloud. So eventually the stars will win. They will clear out all of this, leaving behind just the newly formed star cluster. But in the meantime, we get to see beautiful images like this caused by those stars. So the stars shape the region around it. Their ultraviolet light also energizes the gas. So the gas is caused to glow because of ultraviolet light, which ionizes atoms, and then as they recombine gives off specific wavelengths based on those elements. Now, the patterns that we see here are definitely not permanent. I said they'd eventually be gone, but they also are slowly changing. Nothing that we would notice. It would take tens of thousands of years for the changes to start to occur. The only exception would be if a star does decide to go supernova and explode. That is something that happens very fast. But overall, the slow changes are things that take many tens of thousands of years as stars continue to form within this region. And in fact, one of the most massive stars here, down toward the lower right-hand side, powers that little nebula that we see. So this is one of the more massive stars within this nebula. How massive can a star be? Well, stars can get up to about 100 times the mass of our sun. That is an upper stability limit, about as massive as a star can get before the energy being produced in its core is too strong and starts pushing up against gravity and keeps more material from forming. So if you get too much mass in a star, it gets too hot in its core, produces too much energy, and essentially pushes out the outer layers, keeping the star from growing further in size. So about 100 solar masses is the limit that we find as to the uppermost mass of a star. Of course, most of the stars forming here are going to be much less massive than that. Only the few form that are that massive, but they are the ones that provide all the energy and the winds and really shape everything within this nebula. So that was our picture of the day, titled NGC 6188, Dragons of Ara. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.